Hey guys, got another review for you today. This time it is the 1/6 scale The Clone by 11. It's basically, as you can see on the packaging there, it is the X24 from Logan, basically the evil clone of Wolverine that you get when he fights kind of towards the kind of last third of the movie there. This is the box. Unlike the previous one, which we've got where it was just this, which was just the forest kind of backdrop setting. You do actually get a picture of the figure on the box for this one. This one, I think this came out first, and then the the bearded cigar Logan came out afterwards, if I remember rightly. But feel free to correct me on that. But they're roughly around about the same time frame anyway. This is quite recent. It's another full figure that 11's done rather than a head sculpt as well. And to my understanding, I think both the Logan and the clone have the same bodies. It's just the heads and obviously the outfits that they wear that are different. But yeah, it's the packaging is the same as before really. Same shoebox design, nice wraparound kind of box art there. I do like the cool little X logo that he's put on there as well. That's really cool. Yeah, so you're just looking at the artwork there. It is the figure. It's just kind of altered with like a filter and things like that. Just photoshopped slightly into black and white, and the bottom they've got the 11 logo. Typical, like I say, shoebox design. However, the card that's used is really good quality. It's really nice and thick. Pop the box out there. There's nothing on the inside of it. It's just black, and then you get this, which is a styrofoam insert that fits inside here. All this is just a black box as well. There's no print on it, and you pull that back, and you've got an inlay. So all laser cut out there for the figure. What I will say is you don't get a base for this, so if you are kind of planning on displaying one, make sure you've got a base or something you can have him stand on, because it doesn't come with one. That's the only situation that you've got there. He also doesn't come with any alternate hands or anything else like that. He's just got the figure just sits in there, and that's as it is. So it's just kind of fisted claw hands, and then the outfit that comes with it. And like I say, that's basically just take him out of the box and put him on a display. So you don't really get anything to play with. But I'm not sure how much this one was, because this was linked to me by my good friend Andy over at Keyboard Warriors, because I asked him to borrow the bearded Logan, and he brought me this round as well, so I could do both. So I don't know how much this costs. I imagine it's about the same. I think it's about $90, as to what the same as what the Logan was. So $90, it's not a lot for what you get. I mean, if you've seen the review of the 11 head sculpt for the angry Wolverine head, the quality is absolutely stellar with everything that 11 puts out there. Like I was saying previously in the last video with the old man Logan head sculpt, the cardboard, the foam, everything is done really, really well. The level of quality that goes into this, in just the packaging, is good. It would have been maybe nice to have a few more accessories and things, but again, for the price point on it, you can't complain. And given the fact that it's likely that it is the best Wolverine head sculpt we've got to date, on some of these 11 figures, that it compares with Hot Toys for quality, and they're nowhere near in the same price range. So we'll get the figure out here to have a look at, and let's have a discussion about the clone. Back in a second. So here he is. This is X24, or the clone as he is known on the packaging. Yeah, it's the same body from what Logan comes with, even down to like the claws and things. It's just obviously different costume and a brand new head sculpt. What I do really like about this head sculpt is it captures that character perfectly. I don't know if you've watched the kind of commentaries or how they made it kind of footage that they put on Logan. If you've got the Blu-ray, give it a watch, because it's really insightful as to how they were making this guy have the appearance of Hugh Jackman, but things that are slightly off centre with him, so he doesn't quite look the same. So he's not a carbon copy of Hugh Jackman. You can see he's got bits of him in there, but then bits of him are slightly different, like his nose is slightly different, and you know, little things that make him just a little bit odd. It's like kind of like an evil reflection of him, which is exactly what you kind of expect, or what you'd want from like X24 maybe. But you just get close into that head sculpt and we can have a talk about it. So you see what I mean? His eyes are Hugh Jackman's eyes, but then the nose and like kind of the cheeks are slightly different, and it does, you know, it gets that impression is awesome. It's a perfect interpretation of the character from the film, but you know, it's the fact that Eleven's managed to make it as well without having the like, you know, looking like just a basically shaved version of the angry old man. We've got, you know, like the look of X24 is spot on. Just pan back a bit and we can have a look at the rest of the figure now. It's great. It's so good. I've not actually ordered this one. Like I say, Andy lent me this. I'm waiting for the angry old man to come. The one with the kind of the denim jacket shirt thing on, and the cigar. I've put a pre-order in for this, but I didn't manage to get hold of one of these, and I kind of regret not. So I guess if 11 does put one out there to pre-order again, I'll be having that straight away. Yeah, so nothing really, again, that I'm not going to cover over because it's the same body. So if you want to have a look at the articulation and things, check out my review of the angry old man, the regular Logan with the cigar, which will be the previous video I've just released to this one. Again, it's not my figure, so I don't want to go too much into kind of playing with him or doing anything with him, because it's you know, it's not mine to do that with. But really, really nice. You know, for how much he is, highly recommend it. I mean, the Logan was a no-brainer. Looking at him, looking at the face on it, you know, I'm leaning towards really, really liking this one just as much. So it'd be quite nice. You know, I have got this. I bought this. This is in reference to it again. This is the 11 one. Just put them side by side there like that. They would look really, really cool, like squared off against each other in some kind of display diorama. So it might have to happen. I might have to get myself one of these guys. But yeah, I can't say anything bad about it. The head sculpt is absolutely amazing. I mean, just to get back up into him again, just I love the way that he's kind of scowling down his nose. Looks really kind of feral and aggressive. You know, he's a better Sabretooth than Sabretooth as far as I'm concerned. You know, he looks so menacing. So really, really impressed with it. Probably going to end up with one, to be fair, as I keep saying. But let me know what you guys think. Drop me a comment in the box below. You know, and as always, drop me a like and a subscribe if you want to continue watching. Naturally, there's that little bell button there as well. You can click that and it'll send you a notification when new videos come through. But until then, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.